Let's have a real conversation for a second. Most women are told that if they want a man to fall in love, they need to impress him. Be more attractive. Be more available. Be more perfect. But that's exactly why it's not working. Because attraction isn't built on perfection. It's built on emotional impact. And here's the truth most people won't say out loud. A man doesn't fall for the woman who does the most. He falls for the woman who makes him feel the most, often through the smallest, almost invisible things. There's a hidden mechanism behind this. Something subtle but powerful. I call it the micro-attraction trigger. It's the tiny natural behaviors that slip under a man's logical mind and go straight into his emotional memory. He won't even realize why he keeps thinking about you. But he will. And today, we're breaking down 20 of those little things, the ones men secretly love, but almost never talk about. Number 1. When you genuinely listen to him. Not just nodding. Not just waiting for your turn to speak, but actually being present. Because most men aren't used to being deeply heard. When you give him that space, it hits differently. It tells him without words, you matter here. And that feeling? He'll chase it. Number 2. When you lightly tease him. Not in a harsh way. Not to embarrass him. But playful, soft, just enough to create tension. Because attraction thrives on emotional contrast. If everything is too serious, it feels heavy. But when you tease him just a little, it creates a spark. A push and pull dynamic his mind gets hooked on. Number 3. When you show excitement over small things. It could be a message, a plan, even something random he shares. When your energy lights up over something simple, it makes him feel like he's bringing joy into your world. And that's addictive. Number 4. When you're slightly unpredictable. Not inconsistent. Not confusing. Just not completely predictable. Because when he can't fully figure you out, his brain stays engaged. He keeps thinking. He keeps wondering. And that curiosity slowly turns into attachment. Number 5. When you let him lead sometimes. This doesn't mean losing your independence. It means allowing space for him to step into his role. Because men are wired to feel needed, not controlled. When you let him plan, decide, or take initiative, it triggers a deeper level of investment. Now here's where most women get it wrong. They think doing these things means changing who they are. But that's not what this is. These are amplifications, not transformations. Number 6. When you remember small details about him. Something he mentioned once. A random story. A preference. When you bring it up later, it shows him you were paying attention. And that hits deeper than any big gesture. Number 7. When you give him space without pulling away emotionally. This is rare. Most people either cling or disappear. But when you stay warm while still respecting his space, that creates emotional safety. And men stay where they feel safe. Number 8. When you laugh at his jokes, genuinely. Not fake. Not forced. But when he makes you laugh, and you let yourself enjoy it, it boosts his confidence in a way that pulls him closer to you. Number 9. When you touch him casually. A light touch on the arm. A playful nudge. Nothing dramatic. But physical connection, even small, builds familiarity and comfort. And comfort is what turns attraction into something deeper. Number 10. When you're not afraid to disagree. This one surprises a lot of people. Men don't fall for women who always agree. They fall for women who have their own mind, but express it with calm confidence. Because that shows strength without creating conflict. Let's pause for a second. Don't confuse this with trying to perform or act in a certain way to win someone over. That's not what this is. Because men can feel when something is forced. The micro-attraction trigger only works when it's natural. When it comes from who you actually are, not who you think you need to be. Now, let's go deeper. Because the next few are where emotional attachment really starts to build. Number 11. When you believe in him. Especially when he doubts himself. This is huge. Because most men don't get emotional support the way women do. When you become that source of belief, you don't just become attractive. You become irreplaceable. Number 12. When you don't chase, but you don't play games either. There's a balance here. You're responsive, but not desperate. Interested, but not overly available. This creates something powerful, earned attention. And people value what they earn. Number 13. When you have your own life, your own goals, your own routine, your own happiness. Because nothing is more attractive than a woman who doesn't revolve her world around a man. It signals confidence. And confidence creates respect. Number 14. When you show vulnerability, but not all at once. You open up slowly, layer by layer. Because when vulnerability is gradual, it feels real. It creates emotional depth instead of emotional overwhelm. Number 15. When you end conversations first sometimes. This one is subtle, but powerful, because it leaves a gap. A moment where he wishes the interaction lasted longer. And that's where emotional craving begins. Number 16. When you appreciate him, without overdoing it. A simple, I liked that, or that meant something to me. Men don't need constant praise, but they deeply value recognition. Number 17. When you're calm in situations where others would react emotionally. This doesn't mean suppressing your feelings. It means handling them with control. Because emotional stability is rare and incredibly attractive. Number 18. When you maintain a little mystery. You don't reveal everything instantly. You let him discover you over time. Because discovery creates intrigue. And intrigue keeps him invested. Number 19. When you don't tolerate disrespect. This is non-negotiable. Because attraction without respect doesn't last. When you set boundaries calmly, without drama, it forces him to step up or step out. Number 20. When you make him feel like being with you is easy. Not effortless, but peaceful. No constant tension. No emotional chaos. Just a sense that being around you feels right. And that feeling? That's what every man is secretly looking for. Now here's the shift most women never make. They think attraction is about doing more. But real attraction is about being in control of your energy. Because when you understand these micro triggers, you stop chasing attention and you start creating impact. You stop asking, why is he pulling away? And start realizing he's leaning in and he doesn't even know why. This is where everything changes. Because you're no longer trying to be liked. You're becoming the kind of woman who is felt. And once a man feels you, he doesn't forget you. So here's what I want you to do. Comment the word trigger below if this opened your eyes. I want to see who's really paying attention. And if you want more content like this, the kind that actually explains how attraction works beneath the surface, make sure you subscribe.